Yo, Prince one of them ones, I'm in the mix. Talking hoops, dropping gems, let's fix. Women's ball, we elevate, bring it to the mainstream. Key coming with facts, we a dream team. Break down plays, ain't no cliches. From the court to the screen, every detail display. Got the WNBA shining bright. Click the like button if you feeling it right. Excuse the takeover, taking charge. Women's game front and center, living large. Hit that subscribe, stay tuned to the ride. We bringing the heat, never gonna hide. From sky hooks to swishes, we capture the wishes of ballers making waves in the biggest of dishes. Prince one and Key got the knowledge artillery, dropping truth bombs effectively, brilliantly. Excuse the takeover, taking charge. Women's game front and center, living large. Hit that subscribe, stay tuned to the ride. We bringing the heat, never gonna hide. Analyzing chat, every stat interact, breaking barriers. No cap, that's a fact. Leave a comment below, watch the growth unfold. Together we gon' make this story be told.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Excuses. All right, we got to get into these topics. I'm excited, but before anything, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe and head over to Excuse the Takeover and subscribe over there as well. Hit the like button on all pages. We got some juicy, great topics to get into. Y'all already know how it is. Get active in the chat as we speak about these things. It's a lot going on in the WNBA as of right now. We're entering playoff season. It's a lot, man. Minnesota has clinched their #1 spot. So it's crunch time for these teams. It's crunch time for these teams. But before anything, how you feeling today, Prince?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Look, before we get started today, look, the Aces play. Look, I just want to let y'all know the Aces play today. Look, I got a Deion Sanders. I got a message from Deion Sanders to tell you.
Sometimes you got to know what you know. They're going to call it cockiness. They're going to call it arrogance. But you're going to call it confidence. Because I don't want my confidence to, I'm going to say something and I want you to hold on to it. All right? Get your cameras ready because this is game. Do not allow my confidence to offend your insecurity.
Ooh. That's all I got to say. You can go ahead on, Key. I just had to get that word out there for y'all, man. Y'all, I just had to get that word out there for y'all, man.
Y'all, I did not know he was
ready to roll. Ready to roll.
Y'all, that had nothing to do with, look, freedom of speech.
Ready to roll.
Freedom of speech, y'all. I did not know he was finna cue that. But hey, look, let him have it. It's okay. Let him have it. Las Vegas Aces versus the New York Liberty. Is that a rematch?
Yes.
They played one time already or twice?
They played twice.
They played twice already. Okay.
It was earlier. It was earlier in the season though. It was in May.
Yeah. I do remember the first matchup. I don't remember the second one too much. But we'll let them have it, y'all. We're gonna let them have it. I'm excited to that game, though. We will get to that. The first topic we're going to get into, though, is the Seattle Storm. We got to get into the Seattle Storm, man. Literally get into the Seattle Storm. Like, they're literally having terrible weather over there. The optics are not looking good for Seattle at this moment. That's something that is talked about a lot. Optics, man, it matters. What things look like, how you are perceived matters. I mean, I out life and society, but it's just the truth and the facts about it. The Seattle Storm continues its year of locker room drama and also spilling over from last year with Jewell Loyd. As you guys know, Jewell Loyd requested a trade out of Seattle Storm, her home team, for many, many years, her entire career until this year. Let's be clear. And she was traded to the Las Vegas Aces, where Kelsey Plum was then sent to LA Sparks, and Seattle Storm got picks off of that, right? So that was like, it was a situation where it was like, we never heard nothing before. Jewell is saying something. Is it just Jewell? Is this a one-off? Like, what is really going on over there? Also, another change is Skylar Diggins, Nneka Ogwumike, and different players, those being their first year there. So, okay, cool. Okay, you change the player out. You get the super vet, I call her a super vet, the super vet and Alicia Clark, right? And we have this trade, and I gotta give people backstory. It might be people's first time watching Excuse the Takeover, so I'm a little bit long-winded giving y'all the backstory. So you got the trade recently between Seattle Storm and Washington Mystics, where Brittany Sykes goes to Seattle Storm, as well as Alicia Clark going over to Washington Mystics, including picks, right? And it was one of those things where, okay, I guess you're trying to make a playoff push. You picked up Sykes, cool. But there has been a leak of information from a trusted reporter, and it is of integrity from my understanding, where he said that Alicia Clark requested the trade due to locker room fights. She requested the trade due to locker room fights. And so now it has people like, Alicia Clark, that's not somebody who be in anything. That's not somebody who complains. She's a great veteran. She has a great resume and loved by her peers. So why would she say that, right? So you change the people, but the same denominator is Skylar Diggins, Nneka Ogwumike, and the Seattle Storm locker room. So it's just not looking too good for them. I want to give that backstory. What you thinking on this situation, Prince? What are you thinking on Seattle Storm and Alicia Clark asking out at this stage?
I mean, it's disappointing, honestly. I seen it coming, but it's disappointing because this tells me, and I root for my key. You already know me. Yeah, I root for my black coaches, especially my women. I'm a big women supporter. But it's disappointing for me because how can I support Noelle when she can't control her locker room as a head coach? I mean, that's the key. As a head coach, that's your first responsibility. If you go on Chat GPT right now and type in coach's responsibilities, locker room and player management is probably going to be one of the first 2 or 3 things that are listed. Player management, like, see, my thing is, when I was reading all of the nuances with whatever was going on with Alicia Clark or whatever like that, and why she wanted out with the altercations, one of the things that stood out to me was it said that, vehemently said that the coaching staff did little to nothing to help the altercation.
I saw that too. I noticed that as well.
Key,
That's
fool me
insane. I
once,
mean,
shame on me. Fool me once, shame on me. Everybody wanted to put the blame on Jewel Lloyd, not being great for the locker room, don't like authority, don't like being challenged. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I'll be damned. I'll be
right,
damned. I'll be
right.
damned. Again, Key, remember Monday I said on Star Hoop Central, Skylar Diggins does too much barking. She does too much barking with referees, with her teammates, with her head coach. I literally see no have to sit her down at the end of the bench one game against Dallas. Like, she do too much barking. Scholar, at what point is it put up or shut up? We get it. You got a great career. We get it, Key. I get it. You established one of the probably the top 10 best point guards in WNBA history, right? I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. She ain't in my top 5, but I got her like 7 through 10 somewhere in there. I can find her somewhere room in there for 7 through 10. I get it. But at some point, you become more trouble than it's worth. A coach told me one time. He told me one time, Prince, as the leader of this team, I shouldn't chastise you more than I compliment you.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Because guess what that means? You know that old adage, Key, where it's like you got to get on the best player so the other players can fall in line.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
at what point does getting on the best player multiple times become a nuisance to everybody else in the locker room, where people feel like, oh, she's just gonna get on me and we'll be fine?
Mm-hmm.
See, start of a season, Skylar Diggins. You know, where's her IQ at?
I honestly,
Key, I thought she was known for high IQ.
so I think
What Nneka at? Ain't Nneka in the locker room?
they support the hell out of each other. I don't understand what's going on there. Like, seriously, I really wish I could understand, because none of it is adding up nor making sense to me. What you just said was such a gem. I think it could go over people's head. And I'm saying exactly what he's saying. I'm gonna say it in a different way. It is a gift to critique others, and that might even go over your head. I'm gonna break it down a little bit more.
It is.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say, Prince?
Yeah.
Too much critique, it becomes boring. That's boring. Like, okay, it's another day of you being mad or this, or even if we do our metaphors in a relationship. If you're gonna complain every day, at some point, I just want to break up, right?
Yeah. Yeah. What's the point?
Critiquing is a gift. Like, it's a gift. You're supposed to pick and choose your battles on when you're going to critique what you do or don't like. Because if you're constantly doing it, like you just said, it's another day. Skylar's gonna get on me, and I'm gonna keep doing the same thing or whatever, right? Because I'm not really getting that this is critique. It's turning into complaining. It's turning into bossiness. They're gonna turn it into something that you might really genuinely not be trying to do. And I'm not trying to make an excuse for Skylar's behavior, but that really might genuinely not be what she's trying to do. She might feel like, and when I listen to her in the press conferences, this is what she displays, right? Again, I'm just going off of what she's saying. She says, like, this league is too good. We got to play better. We got to do better. Like, we got, all of that. Yeah, but there's it's two ways about it, man. That's why they do stuff like good cop, bad cop, and la, 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 and all of that. It's two ways about it. You can also do that by being positive as well, hyping your team up. And everybody takes things differently. The way I might like to be critiqued might be different from the way Prince likes to be critiqued, etc. But that's on you as a leader to figure out what moves your team and the people in it, right? Like, somebody might be moved by a gift card and they'll perform better. The other one wants to hear you constantly say, hey, you're doing a great job in that moment. A gift card will do nothing for them. Like, everybody's different. And so, like you said, fool me once. Now, two things could be true. Like, I do think there was critique for Jewel Lloyd last year and what was important to her and quitting and things of that nature. And also, your leadership was not good. I think two things could be true in that way. But I mean, they said that they had an issue with the lack of production from Alicia Clark, things like that. And like you said, the staff.
You can't do that though. See, this is where my disconnect comes at. I want to put y'all on game real quick. This is where my disconnect comes at from an athlete standpoint. This is from an athlete standpoint. I look at Jewel Lloyd on the Aces. She got benched. No complaints from the locker room. Nothing's coming up. Jewel Lloyd is actually playing better off the bench. Right or wrong, Key?
Yes.
Usually when you got a problem with being moved to the bench, you pot a little bit, you come out, you don't want to take shots, you don't want to get back on defense. Jewel Lloyd is looking like Jewel Lloyd again, coming off the bench, Key. So I don't think it was the criticism. See, Key, what we can't do is keep saying people are getting moved and want to get traded and don't like to handle altercations because of their production. See, that's a play on words, Key. Is it my production, or is it that you don't know how to navigate as a leader on the team my production? Because Alicia Clark is who Alicia Clark is at this point in her career. Key, how many points did you expect Alicia Clark to score this year?
None. I don't. I literally. That's not where I'm at with it. That's not what Alicia Clark is for.
So I'm confused. Key, I'm not listening to no reporter talk about any. She got traded for no production. Alicia Clark was not brought there for production. She wasn't producing on the Aces. So what you mean? See, Key, Skylar Diggins has a problem. And I know people want to say no actual reports came out like this, that, and Right Styles Black. That's what people don't realize. I think, Key, a lot of people actually don't know that. Jewel Lloyd asked to go to the bench. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think she got benched. No, she wanted to do what was best for the team. So what the reports that came out of Seattle last year aren't matching up with Jewel Lloyd's mindset and mentality and her attitude on the Aces. It isn't matching, Key. It's not matching. It's not.
Yeah.
So, Key, all I'm saying is, Key, this is what I'm saying. People are saying she got traded for not having production and nobody knows who the altercations really were. Key, you think Alicia Clark got in an altercation with Ezzy?
No. From my understanding, she wasn't.
Key. Alicia Clark is a champion and a veteran. Jewel Lloyd is a champion and a veteran and a proven player, all-time great. Nneka and Skylar are the only people in that locker room that would even tell Alicia Clark something. Look at that locker room. Sykes just got there. She ain't about to tell Alicia Clark nothing.
So
she got traded for her. So if you look at that roster, that's the only two people.
Right. But also, I want to be clear too. It's also stated that she she's seen it too. So to be clear, it's not just Alicia Clark this is happening to, from my understanding, or has happened, or Jewel. Like it's there's other players that have been spoken to as well. You know what I mean? And they might be okay with it, right? Like, so that's why I'm just kind of like, I don't know, because they're not speaking out. They don't feel no type of way at the moment. I don't know, y'all. But Alicia Clark isn't the only person.
Sorry to interrupt you, but even the reporter tried to see, these reporters are working overtime trying to protect this locker room and Skylar and Nneka in this locker room, because the first reports came out when Leah Rue got moved. She wanted to get moved because of the minutes. Leah Rue said in her first press conference it was locker room issues too. Like, this ain't Key. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? I'm confused.
I mean, it just I'm just like, I don't even know what to say, because I'm shocked. I'm a little bit shocked because I'm not shocked at Skylar. Honestly, I like Skylar, y'all. So I know a lot of people hate Skylar. I like Skylar. However, her behavior does not surprise me, and it does not make it okay. Who I am shocked at is Nneka. Who I am shocked at is Noelle. Who I am shocked at is Pokey. Like, I'm shocked at nobody reeling this in. Like, I'm just really shocked at nobody being like, you know, listen, this is what we have going on. This cannot be y'all know I talk about optics all the time. Listen, I talk about optics all the time. And if we have something come out that says that really, whatever you do in these games has to look like you a sweetheart. You got to kiss babies. Like, Skylar continues to be who she is, and I love her fire, but the throwing the tensions and stuff, that should have been deaded. Y'all know I keep it fair and even. If I talk about CaitlincLark, I'm gonna talk about Skylar Diggins. At the end of the day, I feel like Seattle as an organization, y'all are known for winning. Y'all are known for being one of those stable places. Y'all are known for your great practice facility. Y'all have great things going for y'all to get major talent. Why ruin your image by letting this story continue to go? Hit the like button, y'all, as y'all come in. Hit the like button. I just that's the understanding. You got to fix that as soon as the Jill Lloyd stuff happened. I think you fix that immediately. I don't. That's the part I'm just not getting. I'm not saying it's okay to bully people. I'm not saying none of that. But y'all, sports is a whole different. It's just a whole different thing. I'm not about to go there with y'all into all of that. What I do want to go into is the organization not, you know what I'm saying? Like getting involved and nipping that in the bud immediately. You know what I mean? That's just something I'm not understanding. And then on top of all of that, now y'all eighth. You know what I mean?
Key, you mute, Key. You mute, Key. There you go. You mute again. You mute again, Key.
Prince, go ahead.
Okay. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Dovers. I hope I'm saying that right. Dovers 15 for the $4.99 super chat. Wasn't Lee Yarou made fun of last year on the Sparks by Lexi Brown for not speaking English? Well, both were on the Storm at the start of this year. Correct. They got traded together. I mean, Key, Skylar Diggins hasn't won anything with Seattle. That's the part that I'm confused about. Like, you come up in there stomping your feet, you ain't proved nothing with that organization.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you come in with cachet, stomp your feet a couple times, right? You failed. At the end of the season, you failed. That was a championship-built team, and y'all failed as an organization to win the championship. How about coming to the season with a little more grace? You came into the season acting like y'all did something last year. How about coming to the season with a little more grace, with a little more nuance of improving the locker room? I need to see you and NECA being the forefront, the front runners, and galvanizing this locker room, the camaraderie, making sure this team understands we got one mission, and that's to win a championship. Key, remember a while back, I forgot what episode it was. Actually, if you look through the thumbnails, whatever thumbnail it was that had Seattle on the front of it. Remember we talked about for Skylar Diggins, she had more pressure to win than Kelsey Mitchell. I forgot what episode it was.
Yeah.
Skylar Diggins, how old is Skylar Diggins? 34?
I think 34.
35?
35, yeah.
You may have 2 good years left in you. Your last 2 years, you'll probably be a serviceable backup. You may have 2 good years left in you. Get this going. First of all, where's NECA at?
That's where I'm at. Skylar doesn't surprise me. NECA is where I'm like,
ain't you the player president? Ain't you Madam? Time out.
And a
nickname Madam President?
And a champion and a winner.
Where's your
and a champion and a winner?
Key. And guess what, Key? It ain't that you got disgruntled rumors coming out your locker room. And again, we don't know 100%. This is all facts.
Yeah.
I've been in a locker room, Key. I know how this goes. You can't tell me this not true or that's not true. I don't need to listen to media. I can put together pieces from my experience and from what I'm reading and put 2 and 2 together. This ain't conjecture. I can get any athlete who's been in a locker room on this panel right now and tell them this, and this, and give them the roster, and they'll come to the same conclusion I came to. I know how this works. None of those young players in that locker room will even tell Alicia Clark anything. Will even tell Leah Rue anything. Will even tell Jewel Lloyd anything. That's not how the locker room works, Key. They're getting more information from them than saying anything. They're asking them, hey, what you think about this play? What you think about this? Hey, I missed these couple shots. How do you get through this? Like people get caught up in the rumors. This is fact. This is how it goes in the locker room. I'm not reading no tabloid. I'm not getting this information from somebody else. I've experienced this. This is what goes on in the locker room, Key. Yeah. Not only do you got rumors coming out your locker room that make this sound iffy, guess what else you doing, Key? You losing. Put two and two together, Key. Seattle is on the verge of not even being in the playoffs.
No, I know.
They're 1 game out of 10th seed.
Yeah.
And guess who they play? Atlanta back-to-back.
I know.
What with Key? Don't give me a spoon and call it a fart.
No, seriously.
Don't give me a spoon and call it a fart.
Look, so I literally already said, I'm not going to get into how you should or shouldn't. Like, sports is just a different beast. We know anything competitive is just different. But the point is, it's not working. If it's not working, it's not working, y'all. I don't want, because people is like, oh, she's a bully or she not bullying. People get cussed out all the. Look, I don't
think she's a bully, Keith. I don't think Skylar Diggins a boogie.
Well, I
just think she don't know how to. I honestly think Skylar Diggins doesn't know how to manage her teammates as a point guard and a leader on the team.
That's where I'm getting at. That's literally what I'm getting at. I'm saying it literally doesn't matter. That's actually my point. Is like whether it's bullying or not, or this generation is soft or not, or whatever. It's not working. Y'all are 8th seed with too much talent on that team, trade or not. You got too much talent to be 8th seed and 1 game out of the playoffs. So it's not working. Then the stories are coming out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so now the optics aren't good. I don't think y'all really hearing what I'm saying. Like
Key, how many teams is in the league?
13 right now.
How many teams got all these stories coming out about their locker room?
This is the only one currently, like to this.
So you mean to tell me the reporters is just picking on Seattle?
Yeah.
See, Key, does Seattle have a player on their team that when you go on YouTube and you put their name, it's gonna get you views?
No, not necessarily.
So why do reporters need to target Seattle for some clickbait and views? Seattle has not one player on their team that people lead their YouTube channels with. Unless there's a drama story coming out of there or somebody had a great night. Outside of that, nobody is leading no article with no Seattle player, the Seattle team, or the head coach.
Big facts.
So whatever the reporters is reporting is coming from inside that locker room. They're not making that up. Because why nothing coming out of Chicago locker room? And they got one of the biggest names in the game. Why nothing coming out of the Aces locker room? And they got one of the biggest names in the game. Fever, Dallas, why nothing coming out of their locker room about their coach or their players? Dejanay got traded and nobody said nothing about their locker room. Nobody say nothing about her and Paige couldn't play together. That's a clickbait story. It don't give me a spoon and call it a fart.
That's a fact. Hey,
come on, man.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Come on, man.
Make sure you hit the like button on all pages and subscribe to Excuse the Takeover. Hey, man, that's a fact. That's a fact. I will say that. And it's to the excess too. I want to look, because I feel like I keep having to say I got to make myself clear. To the extent, right? Yes, because Indiana Fever did have something going on, but once Bonner left, like that was it. It was obviously not a good fit for Bonner. She leaves, whatever. That was it. We'll see if something happens next year or whatever, and that's what that is. But you cannot y'all, we're talking like, when have we didn't even, I don't think we never really talked about Seattle like that. Like, I didn't care about the Jewel Lloyd story. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I wasn't eating that story up. I'm like, whatever. Like, I didn't
Key,
eat
I
that
never even talked
story
about
up.
it.
I never talked about it either. All I was saying was like, I don't want her on Chicago. That was all I had, but I didn't eat that up. So it's the third time, y'all, that like it's a trade and it just looks funny in the light. I'm literally just talking about the optics, you know what I'm saying? And so I think Noelle, let me ask you this. 8th seed, 1 game from being a 10th seed, locker room issues, super vet pedigree, asking to leave. No matter how she twists and turns it, I wanted to take control of my career, and
that's a safe face answer, Key.
Whatever she said, cool. What happens to Noelle next season, man? Like, what happens to Seattle at this point? It's too much talent for y'all to be that low and for this to be the optics. What you think happens?
I think you gotta blow it up. You got fresh pieces in there. You got Sykes, still young in her career, still in her prime. You gotta blow that up. Like, you got injury players. You don't know what Harston's gonna look like coming back next year. When you have ACL injuries, it takes you 2.5 years to even get your full speed back. Trust me, I know. I dealt with it when I was in 10th grade. I didn't get my speed back till I didn't start running a 4.4 again, Key, until I got to college. I was 4.6 the rest of my high school career in the 40 running track. I was 4.6. Like, you because it ain't, Key. Your conditioning, I swear, your conditioning is there. The hot tub, I did everything. Your body feels good, but your ligaments just ain't moving right. Like, the ligaments just ain't moving right. It's a weird how your body works with ligaments. It's weird. It's something you can't control. Like, you don't know what they gonna look like coming back from injury. Dominique Malanga seems to be finding her stride. So you got a great front court player. Ezzy's still young, but she's a free agent. Let's see what that looks like. I mean, you gotta blow this up, but you still got pieces you can keep.
Lean into a rebuild? That's how you feel about Seattle?
No, not a rebuild, not a Washington Mystics rebuild. Just blow up this unit. This unit got to be blown up. You got cap space. It got a lot of free agents out there. I would bring in a new coach. Again, like I started my soliloquy with, Key, I'm all for women empowerment. I'm big on it. That's why I do WNBA. You know, I support it. But at some time, you got to call a spade a spade. It's just like going to a black restaurant. Don't tell me this 5-star and give me crappy customer service and think I ain't going to say nothing because you black. Come on, at the end of the day, I'm paying for this.
I don't play them games. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make me feel sorry for you because you black and we need more of you in the league. At the end of the day, I got to judge you on the standpoint and the responsibilities of a head coach. Do you want equality or not? You can't use equality when you want it.
Listen, literally. And I do want to, let me see. I seen something. I do want to comment on it before we move on. Let me see. So Stud Buzz was just on AZ's podcast saying Cheryl Reeves cussed them out so bad that Natisha Heidemann had a mental breakdown and dyed her hair pink. But let Skylar or Noelle speak. It's an issue. I disagree with that. Cheryl Reeves is Cheryl Reeves, for one. Like, that's just for one. She's also the coach. That's another level of it. Like, I understand like championship players or highly regarded players, but the coach is still a level up. And especially when Cheryl Reeves has won as many as she has. And again, I don't think there's actually an issue with saying something. And Prince said, I don't think she's a bully. That's not what we're saying. We have no issue with getting on players, saying something, etc. Right? That's not an issue in that regard, right? But at the end of the day, the optics and it not working, it's not working. I don't think y'all understand that it's not working. If you're AC, it's not working. It's not working if you're AC with that talent. It's not working. It's not. So She could do whatever she want to do, but if it's not working, you might want to think about that. You might not want to do that no more. Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? What we doing? So I want to make that clear. That's I do want to make that clear. So
we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm interested to see. I'm actually
they
interested to
play
see if they even
tonight,
make the playoffs.
so I don't know. They have a
I
I checked their schedule. I checked their schedule amongst other team schedules. Seattle has a hard schedule left. Like, it's not
yeah.
an easy schedule. And I mean, they just had a trade. So you still trying to figure out the right rotations and chemistry. It's like, it got to click sooner than not. It has to click sooner than not. That's what I will say. Offensively, Bazura. I mean, I it's a lot. I like Noel. I'm with Prince, but there are a lot of things. I felt this way last year. I think Gabby is underutilized, in my opinion, on that team. Maybe another team, maybe not. On that team where you don't have Joel Lloyd no more, you don't have Jordan Horston, like, you just don't have that many options, to be honest. Your bench isn't some like amazing bench. Before Sykes got there, you didn't even have, because Erica Willard's to the bench now. Didn't have that. Erica Willard became a starter because you don't have a bench. Gabby Williams is way too underutilized in that offense. You have times where Skylar's too assertive. She's not assisting enough. Like, it's just they way too heavy on Nneka Ogwumike being Nneka Ogwumike. As the production has fallen a lot. Like, she waiting, like, Dominique Malonga, in my opinion, should get more minutes. Obviously, Ezzy defensively, I can see where her shot blocking at the rim is better, but Dominique is solid as far as what they need right now to make a playoff push. I'm not saying she should have been starting from the beginning of the season, but 20-10 multiple games against some of the best talent in this league. I mean, and it's crazy because she's still very rough around the edges. But to still get 20-10. So I mean,
rookie,
I don't know.
She's a rookie.
Yeah, and she's supposed to be. No,
I don't think
crazy.
players like Dominique Malonga, she won't be her best self till probably year 5 when she get a little stronger. Because she still gets beat up a lot. She gets knocked off her spot a lot.
Yes.
And she results to that little fadeaway shot and it doesn't go in. Like, when she gets stronger and she's able to go through contact, that's when you'll see the best Dominique Malonga.
I'm sure of it. I like her. I like her. Look, it's 183 y'all in here. Please make sure you hit the like button on all pages and subscribe to all pages. Excuse the takeover, all one word. Make sure you go over there and subscribe. We'll see what happens with the Seattle Storm, but we do have to get into, because we're close to closing out the regular season, the Rookie of the Year race. If you guys remember last year, the Rookie of the Year race was Angel Reese and Caitlinclark. Angel Reese, unfortunately, was injured towards the end of the season, had a slow start, I want to say, after the Olympic break. And the second part of the season, Caitlinclark was a lot more solid. However, that was a wild race. That was a wild race to me. The number 7 pick giving the number 1 pick a run for her money, in my opinion, because Angel, was playing so well straight out of the gate. They didn't know if she would translate, and she did. And it's the same thing, with Caitlinclark. Post Olympic break, she got a little bit of a break and came out swinging that second part of the season. But this year's Rookie of the Race is Soniacitron, one of my faves, Paigebueckers, another one of my faves. Honestly, you had other people more in it. I would say these are the top 2, though. You had Kiki Iriafen was a little bit more in it. So it was just definitely a different time. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get into the Rookie of the Year debate this year, though. Let me get this super chat before I get into that.
All I ask is, when you lay your head on that pillow at night, I gave you everything I had.
Facts. Shout out to Definitive One for the 1999 super chat. Key SPN, new setup incoming. We're gonna get you there, sis. Hey, appreciate you, Definitive One. Appreciate the love for Excuse the Takeover. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, I love it. I love it. KSPN. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. But look, so Paigebueckers and Soniacitron been playing each other for years on years and years and years and years. They come into the league and they still giving each other hell. Really, Soniacitron be giving Paige hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. It'd be Soniacitron putting Paige in jail. But she seems to be like one of the best players to do that. I'm gonna keep it a green bean. But the chat already. But Paigebueckers, man, Paigebueckers came into this league as a rookie on the team she's on, doing her thing. So, without further ado, we're gonna ask Prince, who currently is his rookie of the year? Who currently is your rookie of the year, Prince?
Look, man. I heard all that whoop la you was talking about yesterday. I heard all that hearsay, all that nonsense. I don't know what that was. Look, man, we can't move the goalpost. Key, how many games has Dallas won this year?
I think they're at like 8 or 9 after last night. Let me look. I am on the WNBA page. Dallas has won 9. Yes, 9 after last night.
How many of those wins you think Paige played in?
I don't know what this. He
This
about to. Nah, don't even. Nah, what does that have to do with anything?
This is why I'm him.
Nah. He finna. You know
them wins. Then Paige playing.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him go first, and I'm gonna go after. I'm gonna let him go first, and I'm gonna go after. Go ahead.
So, okay, rookie of the year, right? Rookie of the year. Don't you know Ryan Howard and Aaliyah Boston are the last 2 rookies to win Rookie of the Year with a losing record?
Okay.
They have 14 wins though.
Okay.
So see, this is my thing, man. See, I'm confused. Like, we can't. And guess how many wins the Mystics got right now? 14. Same amount that Atlanta Dream had in 2022 when Ryan Howard won it. See. I thought awards are supposed to mean something. I thought they. So, moving forward, all awards got to be tied to who gets the most likes and views on YouTube and Instagram.
What?
That's what the world is telling me.
Is that what we're doing?
So, moving forward, all awards got to be tied to Instagram likes and YouTube views. We don't care about watching the game and who impacts the team. We don't care about showing up for your team every night, night in, night out on both ends of the floor. We don't care about big minutes anymore. We don't care about big impact plays anymore. We don't care about production. Guess what we do? We go to Instagram. We go on social media pages that do sports, and they put up these stupid stats that say, quickest player to 500 points and 500 rebounds and 500 assists. Let me tell y'all something as a basketball player. I don't give a damn about that. Because guess what? I can go to any player I like and do that same thing with. You know how many players in the league I can go to and do that with and say, this player was the quickest player to 200 points and 200 rebounds and 500 assists, and they probably ain't even mentioned right now. See, what we can't do is, Key, we can't just pick and choose stats that we want to use to make an argument. What do the stats say? What does the impact say? What does the production say? And guess what matters the most? Guess what matters the most? In basketball talk, in the basketball world, when you throw that ball up in the air, Imano, who came out on top and who did what? And Imano, head to head, Citron has come out on top. Every time they've touched the court together, you can go all the way back to college. See, we can't keep moving the goalposts, because if we keep moving the goalposts, social media will determine all the awards, not basketball production and what you do on the court. Citron has showed up for every.
Let me know when it's my turn.
Sid showing up for every game. Doesn't that count for something? She's beat big teams. Doesn't that count for something?
Let me know when it's my turn.
Who has Paige beat? Go look at Paige's record. Who has she beat? Go look at the big moments Citron has had. Go look at the game-winning shots, the game-winning steals, the game-winning rebounds that Citron has put in, and see who those teams were. We can't move the goalposts. Look, if I go play an AAU team and score 30 points, but I go play an NBA team and score 5, is that the same production? Again, I can pick apart any points I want to.
This is funny. This is funny.
You can't move the goalpost, Keith.
No, ain't no goalpost being moved now. Let me know when you're done. Let me know when you're done.
Go ahead on. You got it.
Let me know when you're done. Let me know when you're done.
You got it.
Do you want to know who's in the top 10 for points? Paigebueckers at number 7. Do you want to know who's in top 10 for assists? Paigebueckers at number 9. Soniacitron is nowhere to be found in either category. Not in top 10. Not in top 10. Do you want to know where Paigebueckers is at in steals? 3. Number 3 in steals. This don't got nothing to do with fastest to 450. That has nothing to do with it. It has to do with the fact that Paigebueckers is quite literally edging her out. It's just the fact she edging her out. Rookie of the MVP is one thing. Rookie of the year is a whole other thing. I love Soniacitron. I wish more people felt like Soniacitron was rookie of the year than they do now. I think the WNBA is doing her a disservice, to be completely honest, and Paige. But she is not rookie of the year over Paige right now. It's just not the truth. You know what somebody commented too? They said, well, Paige has played in less games than Soniacitron. I'm like, that's actually a good thing for Soniacitron. If Paige actually played all the games that Citron played, Paige will be edging her out even more. Paige is just edging her out. Now, I'm not saying she's unanimous. I don't think Paigebueckers is unanimous. I do not think Paigebueckers is a unanimous rookie of the year. However, I do think currently she is rookie of the year, and she will have to fall off greatly, and Soniacitron will have to pick up greatly for her to win rookie of the year. I think Soniacitron is a winner too. Like, she definitely has been the person to take that last shot, etc. And then the matchup to matchup, she does. She does win the matchup to matchup. But that's not what rookie of the year is. It's just not. I'm sorry. This don't got nothing to do with fastest to 450 points, 200 rebounds, and 100 assists. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the fact that Soniacitron is not even cracking top 10 in major statistical categories. And she's on a better team. Soniacitron is, and that's not her fault, but she's able to be what she is because of the team she's on. She's not that without a Kiki Iriafen, or Brittany Sykes when she was on the team. She's not, Soniacitron is not that without that. We talk all the time. Soniacitron possibly could have been screwed over if she came to the Chicago Sky. She may not even be in this talk. But the reason why she is because she has a...
Look, hey, look. You look, you two then cut her mic off. You two then she up here capping, y'all. Why you think I wasn't saying nothing? She was up here. And y'all in the chat buying that. Y'all is buying what she just said. This is why I'm him. This is why I'm him. Key, you know what helps you when you do the points and you do all of that, and Citron has played more games than her. You know what you go to, Key? You go to the per 36 and you go to the per 40. And guess what? Per 36 and per 40, guess who comes out on top? All your little funky stats, because she only played. Look, man, ain't nobody discrediting Paige's game. I love Paige. Ain't nobody discrediting Paige's game. Paige is one of the best players coming out of college. I root for Paige. Ain't nobody hate Paige. See, this is what we got to stop doing in the sports world. Just because you say somebody else's name, don't mean you discredit the other person. I never said Paige wasn't good. I never said Paige wasn't why her team is what it is. I never said Paige wasn't electric. I never said Paige don't fill seats. I never said Paige isn't productive. All I said was we can't move the goalposts when we're looking at who's the rookie of the year, and we can't move the goalposts when we look at production. See, y'all want to use the stats because it fits your narrative, but when you go to the actual metrics that you can measure their minutes on the court and not the games played, Citron is more productive. When you look at the impact they've had against good teams, Citron is more productive. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nobody discrediting her. Come on, man.
Dog.
And then you're gonna try to, and Key, then you're gonna try to say Citron is on a better team. Time the hell out. Because at the beginning of the season, nobody had the Mystics making the playoffs. I thought Enrique was better than Brittany Sykes. I thought Enrique was better than Brittany Sykes. I thought Dejanay was the best guard defender in the league. The Mystics don't got that. They got Inksler, and they got old girl that they point guard position who nobody know her name. Nobody could tell me the name of the point guard that hasn't watched the Mystics this season. If you watch the Mystics, you know her name. If you haven't watched the Mystics, you don't even know who the hell the Washington Mystics point guard is. See, we can't do all of that foolishness. We can't, man. Come on, man. You got it, though. You got it, though. You got it.
I know I got it, and I know I'm right.
You got it. You got it.
Now is rookie of the year, and yes, the team you are on matters. What are we doing? The team you're on matters. I don't understand what's going on. I never had Dallas making the playoffs this year. I didn't have Dallas making the playoffs, so I'm not surprised.
But Key, it sound like you punishing Citron. Because her team showed up and Paige team didn't.
That's not a punishment, though. First of all, no, because we're not going to do that. Because y'all punish Fee all the time because Fee is on a freaking competent team.
I don't punish Fee. I just say she's not better than Asia. I don't punish Fee.
I
just say she's not better than Asia.
Dude, they bring up why Fee is able to be Fee. Well, Fee is able to be Fee because she got McBride, and she got this person, and she got this person. So now when I say Soniacitron's game is great, and that's not her fault, but it's because of the team she's on and the coach she has. It's amazing what you can do with a competent coach and a competent team. Paige is not.
But Key, you can't punish Citron for that though.
I'm not blaming her though. I'm not blaming Citron. My point
you
is,
literally are.
How is Paige still edging you out? How is Paige still edging you out when she literally the ref goes on your mark, get set, go. Citron has 5 seconds to go before Paige even can take off. That's my point. And Paige is
she don't have 5 seconds to go. She don't have 5 seconds to go because when we look at the par 36, she don't have 5 seconds to go because when we look at the minutes production on the court, not the games, when we look at the minutes on the court, Citron edges her out. When we look at the team roster to start the season, everybody had Dallas ranked ahead of the Mystics. Citron is one of the reasons the Mystics is better than Dallas. You can't punish Citron because she's impacting her team and they look better on paper. And in every broadcast, everybody say, that's what I mean about moving the goalposts. We want to move the goalposts to something else. When we looked at the beginning of the season and said they got Dejanay, Melissa, Hines Allen, Enrique, they got the shooter coming off the bench. They got all of this there. Now they got shooters, they got defenders. The Dallas Wings gonna make noise. They got the number 1 pick in the draft. But the moment they don't show up as a team, you want to punish Soniacitron and the Mystics because they showed up to play and Dallas did it. Ain't that some of Paige's fault as the leader, as the point guard? I don't care what year she is. She's been a point guard since she was 5 years old. I don't care what year she in. She's been a point guard since she was 5.
What? Are you okay? Y'all hit the like button, man. Y'all hit the like button.
Am I talking to anybody out there? Am I talking to anybody out there?
No, and you not. Can't nobody. Y'all, when he played that damn thing, when he played that Deion Sanders, I should have clicked out. And he should have did excuse the takeover. But I should have known when he played the Deion Sanders. I should.
This is why I'm him. This is why I'm him.
What is he talking about? Y'all, what is going on? What is he talking about? What is happening? No, Dallas nor Mystics was in my playoffs. Neither one. Mind you, the jury's still out on the Mystics. They might not even make it. Okay? Talking about impact, winning, and getting to the playoffs, and nobody had them in the playoffs or none of that. Neither one of them was in my playoffs. Let's be clear. But I'm telling you, Paige not playing as many games as Soniacitron actually is not that's not a nod, bro. If Paige actually played as many games, then she definitely will be Rookie of the Year. Her not playing as many games as Soniacitron actually gives Sonia a chance. It actually gives what is going on? It actually gives Soniacitron a chance. Come on now. Let's be honest. Like, what we doing? I'm not moving the goal. I wish this was like a 50-50 thing. I wish it was more people. I think the WNBA should have clipped. I said it yesterday. I think they should have clipped Soniacitron, putting Paige in hell during that UConn and ND game. This should be way more hyped. More people should think Soniacitron is the Rookie of the Year. That's what I would like. But me personally, I think Paige right now is Rookie of the Year. That's my thing. That's just me. That's all I got. I think Paige is Rookie of the Year. And I think it's definitely still a race, though. Paige has to stay healthy. She has to finish this regular season strong. And that's just what it is. Soniacitron could give her a run for her money. We're gonna see. But it's the come on now, like Paige popularity contest. That's why people think she's Rookie of the Year. What's going on, Paige? Popularity contest. Come on, man. I don't even look. I look. Everybody's criteria is different. Zoe, his criteria is moments. You gotta have moments. Soniacitron done hit the 3 to win the game. Soniacitron done, done the dirty work, things of that nature that people do really overlook about her game. I mean, she's such a seamless basketball player, just amazing at what she does. So I could definitely see why. Look, if Soniacitron got Rookie of the Year, I'm not screaming at the top of the mountains. Like, I'm not about to, oh my God, what's going on? Like, that's not crazy to me. If she did get Rookie of the Year. However, I still think Paige edges her out talent-wise, and how she's showing up in the game at the current moment. I think Paige edges her out. But I did make it clear yesterday in the one-on-one matchup, mano y mano, as Prince says, that is a part of Sonia Citron's argument. The part of Sonia Citron's argument is, hey, we met up twice and you 2-0. And Sonia Citron edges that battle out. That's just what it is. Sonia Citron does edge that battle out between the both of them. So, I mean, I can definitely see why some people got her as Rookie of the Year for that reason. Because that's something one-on-one, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And Sonia Citron be having Paige's number. Sometimes the matchups just be a nightmare. It don't matter what it is. That one player just has your number. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens with the Rookie of the Year debate. We'll see what happens at the end of the year, who's crowned. I mean, not a lot of season left to play. I think the regular season ends mid-September, late September. When do they start giving out the awards?
After like the first game of the playoffs. So probably around like because the first playoff game is September 14th. So probably around like the 17th, 19th, you'll start seeing like the smaller awards, like most improved will come out and stuff like that. The all WNBA teams don't come out till like end of the semifinals, depending on how long it drag on, or the first game of the finals.
Okay. What early teams do you have Sonia Citron on?
I got Sonia Citron on second team all defense. That's it. I got her on second team all defense. I don't got her all W. I don't have her all WNBA. Do you have Paige all WNBA? I don't have Paige all WNBA.
It's a lot of competition.
That's different because that's and of course like all rookie. You know, both of them gonna be all rookie first team. Because like the all WNBA is different. That's winning. Like you can't be one of the point guards and you have a below 500 record. Like people was mad at CC. Like, see, we got to keep that. That's what I be talking about. We got to keep that energy though, Key. CC had the same numbers, kind of putting up that Page, putting up more assists, of course, but like they kind of got comparable numbers. But people was getting on CC for making the first team, and they had a 500 record.
Yeah, I don't know if she. I don't know.
You can't win less than 12. You can't lose 3/4 of your games and be an all WNBA player. And she's not playing all the games.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna be all WNBA. No, I think she'll be all rookie, possibly Rookie of the Year, but I don't think she's gonna be all WNBA. But I had Citron for sure for defense. I definitely got Citron for defense. I got Citron defense, and I got both of them Rookie of the Year for all rookie team.
I mean, all rookie.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised they get cold. Don't be surprised they get cold. When's
the last time they cold in this league?
Let me see.
Yeah. I know they've done it in the NBA, but I'm like, have they done it have they cold? Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. I don't know if they've cold here. I mean, in the WNBA.
No, they've never done it in the WNBA.
Okay. They've never done it in the WNBA. Let's see what they do. I'm excited. I'm excited to see that in October, who they crown. But we'll have to wait until then to see. We're gonna have to wait to see how the season ends as well. I know Paige has back issues, should be getting rested, things like that. Sonia could close this off, and the Mystics still could possibly make it to the playoffs. So it's definitely gonna continue to be a battle. It's gonna continue to be a battle. But let's get into this next topic. Speaking of CC. Indy got cold in Dallas. Fever says refs are inconsistent with them this season. Woo, y'all! I watched the game. Y'all know by now. Y'all should know I watched all the games. I watched the game last night. go to bed, wake up this morning to Stephanie White crying. Wake up this morning to Stephanie White crying. Are you good, Stephanie? Again, I should say again, because this is not the first time she done complained about the refs this season. This is not the first time. But it's like, girl, what? Oh, man. Cut it out. Anyway, let me give y'all a little real quick recap. Surprisingly, I had no thought that I honestly turned it off and was like, I'm going to probably turn it off halfway through or something like that because I'm going to get pissed off and Dallas isn't going to play good, whatever, right? But to my surprise, it was actually decent. It was actually a decent game. At one point, I think they were down by 17. Dallaswings, man, they were just clicking. Getting Maddie Seagrass back, I think, has been great. Arike Gumbawale was the Grace Berger got way too many minutes, in my opinion. But Grace Berger was there to play. And down the stretch, JJ be pissing me off, but JJ had two great defensive plays down the stretch to seal the game. Coach Man Bun, Chris K, almost gave the game a winnable game away again, like he always does. Literally, they won by 1 point when that shouldn't have even been it. But he almost gave the game up again. Leah Rue. Hats off to Leah Rue. Serviceable ass big, man. They need to just get them another big. And if she could just up her rebounds by like 2 or 3 more rebounds, she cannot rebound. Otherwise, though, everything else she does, I do like it, y'all. I really do like it. She was wetting them up from the 3. AB was not respecting. I don't know who AB thought Leah Rue was, but Leah Rue said, watch this. Wet. Hit 3 hits. I literally was watching clips this morning, and AB way behind the three or it's the position you're at. But Leah Rue is going for the 3, and AB's not respecting it. I mean, that's crazy. It was crazy. And after you see her hit the first one, I mean, you're not going to respect the second or the third. So it is what it is. Stephanie White did not coach well yesterday, in my opinion, as well. She did coach them back from a 17-point deficit, if you want to call it that. But Bibby didn't get enough points, get enough playing time. Bibby was also answering back to Leah Rue's 3. Chloe Bibby hit 3 in a row and then get sacked. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand why she went to Kelsey Mitchell, the predictable, for the last second shot. I feel like maybe she should have had Bibby in there, did something maybe a little bit more but hey, it is what it is. The game, they lost it. So then she goes into the press conference and she says, the refs are inconsistent. We're asking them to call it fairly. Kelsey Mitchell gets chucked and yanked a lot, and AB is the worst. Let me run that back for y'all. Aaliyah Boston is the worst officiated post player in this league. Now, listen, I love when a coach glaze they players. Cheryl Reeves does it. That's what you're supposed to do. But Stephanie White, cut it out. Just cut it out. Are you kidding me? Aaliyah Boston is the worst. Aaliyah Boston, if they actually did this stuff right, Aaliyah Boston will foul out before the half or by the third quarter. If they were actually officiating right, Aaliyah Boston will foul out. You don't want that. You actually don't want what you're asking for, Stephanie White. Are you okay? I mean, this is crazy. And complaining every time y'all lose about the refs, it's getting tiring. She specifically has been doing that this season, by the way. I know all the coaches complain, but Stephanie White has been specifically consistent in complaining about the refs, especially when they lose. It's ridiculous. So, what you got on this, Prince?
Well, you know what I don't like? I used to be like this. I used to be like this a lot, Key. I used to be like this a lot, especially in the locker room with players. I used to be like this. We can't complain about other things when we're not doing things right. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, Fever, you're 6-4 in your last 10 games. You don't have no camaraderie right now. You don't have no fluidity to your offense right now. It's just Kelsey Plum, ISO, ball. You can't see Stephanie White. What you doing? What are you doing? See, this is what people need to realize. If Dallas would have won that game, Stephanie White wouldn't have been complaining. I mean, lost that game, Stephanie White wouldn't have been complaining. Stephanie White would have went into that press conference and said, we had a great game, we fought, we clawed, and we came out on top. That would have been her statement. I'm confused because isn't Indiana Fever a better team than Dallas?
Correct.
On paper and by the metrics?
Correct.
So you are complaining because you lost? So you mean to tell me the referees is the reason you lost to a bottom feeder team, but you want us to believe from that statement that Indiana Fever are championship contenders? You can't have one without the other. You can't lose to bad teams and want us to believe you a championship contender. Because championship contenders, guess what championship contender coaches say in that argument? My team shouldn't have been in that situation to let the referees decide the game. I'm confused. Dallas is garbage.
Dallas, do you want to know how many? I think Dallas had 20 plus points off of turnovers. It's not the turnovers, Stephanie White. It's the refs. It's not the turnovers.
You go right into the referees is the reason we lost. You don't look at the turnovers. You don't look at the missed shots. You don't look at the not getting back on defense. You don't look at the staying in front of your defender. We go straight to the referee is the reason we wasn't playing defense. The referee is the reason we couldn't make shots. The referee is the reason we came out slow. The referee is the reason we didn't close the game out. The referee is the reason we turning the ball over. The referee took the ball out of my player hand and passed it to the other team. That's what happened. That's what Stephanie White is saying as a head coach for a supposedly championship team. Supposedly. The referee took the ball out of my player hand and handed it to Dallas. Hold your team. This is if you're a championship team, Key, as the head coach, my job is not to play the blame game. My job is to make sure in the last month of the season, my team is kicking on all cylinders. My job in that press conference as a head coach for a supposedly championship contender is to go in that press conference and get on my team for being in that situation against the 12th team in the WNBA. That's my job as the head coach. My job isn't to talk about the referees and the other team. My job as the head coach, if I want my team to win the championship, is to make sure my team understands the assignment. The Indiana Fever did not understand the assignment, and she blamed the referees, scapegoating her team. Come on, man. What are we doing here, man? This is basketball. You got 30 days left. Get your team together. So, Key, guess what she can't do? Now she can't go into her film study. She can't go into the next practice and get on her team because she's already made an excuse for them. How are you going to coach your team at the next practice on this game if you just went into at the podium doing a press conference on live television and made an excuse for your team losing? How does your team get better from that? This isn't the second game of the season where you want to get on the referees and let them know, hey, we ain't going to let y'all call dumb calls. No, right. You're supposed to be getting ready for the playoffs.
Right.
I'm confused. Am I missing something?
Nah, I'm confused with you though. I'm confused with you because that, like you just said, now you can't go do film study. This team I'm sorry, y'all. Like this team just doesn't have the complaining thing. That's not winning basketball. That doesn't help you. And AB is just not that statement was just crazy to me. She should have stopped with Kelsey Mitchell. To go to say Aaliyah Boston is the worst officiated player, post player, when Camila Cardoso is right there, BG, those big players that get beat up on, and Aaliyah Boston be using them elbows, man. She would literally foul out Stephanie White. I mean, I just don't. I hate when these coaches go into the press conference and don't hold themselves accountable. I hate that across the board, though. Like, that's just not just Stephanie White. I've heard Tyler Marsh, Coach Man, but like I've heard a multitude of coaches just go into these press conferences and just not take accountability. I get it. I don't like these refs either as much as the next person, but come on, man. They get nothing out of giving Dallas the whistle, by the way. Like, what agenda, because you know, oh, they was blowing the whistle for Paige. For what? They're not going any. They're literally not going anywhere. They're not going to make the playoffs. It's not like this is the semifinals and they trying to make sure they trying to create some storyline. They get nothing out of blowing the whistle for that team. So I'm confused on how. But y'all don't like when it's fairly called. That's what it is. Y'all like when it's a huge discrepancy in fouls called. Y'all get 19 while the other team gets 3 or 5 calls. That's what you cool with. I mean, it's just not good. The Indiana Fever organization got to reel the whole crybaby stuff in, man. Because it's giving like a whole aura on the whole team. Seriously. Like, we just going to cry about everything. And they're a physical team. And I don't hate that. The Indiana Fever are a physical team, though. They're very physical. Sophie Cunningham, Garden Paige, she be hugging. Lexi Hall, too. Hugging, pulling, yanking, pushing. No foul call. They be letting her get away with it half the time. So come on, man. Y'all, a lot of y'all will foul out if they actually did call the fouls. Just stop it. Just stop it, man. I don't. They're number 6 now, right? After last night, they're number 6.
Yeah, Aces got number 5.
Aces got number 5. They're number 6. Let me see. Right now, who the hell would they be playing?
They're only 2 games out of 10 seed.
That's why she complaining, huh? That's why she complaining. That's why she's complaining, because they only 2 games. Let me see who they play next, y'all. Let me see who they play next, because that's like Seattle. They might be in trouble. Standings. I know my computer's slow as hell. Standings. Indiana Fever. Let's see what their schedule is. Yeah, they're 18-15 schedule. All right, so next up, the Indiana Fever play. They play Washington Mystics on Friday and Connecticut Sun on Sunday. Lucky them. Now, the Washington Mystics could do a thing. I mean, honestly, without a point guard, they do have Odyssey Sims. They got
Key. Look at their next couple games, though. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, they got
they got Minnesota back to back. They got Minnesota back to back. They got the Sparks who fighting for a playoff spot. I think the Sparks can beat them. The Sparks beat them already. They got Valkyrie who trying to stay in the playoffs. Then they got the Mercury. Look, they better. That's why she complaining. Then they got the Chicago Sky. Of course, that's gonna probably be a win. But then they got the Mystics again. I mean, that's why they complaining. They see that. Then they got the Lynx again. The Lynx is the second to last game of the season. That's why they complain. Well, their last game of the season. They could go Key. They could go 2-8 in their next 10 games. They can go 2-8.
We gonna see, man. We gonna see. That's why she complaining. That is why she is complaining, y'all.
They needed. She looked at that schedule, Key, and she knows they needed that game. They needed that game.
Yes, because and that's a game you feel like you could get against a team like that. And I feel like that's what they were thinking too. I think they got cocky, in my opinion. They were thinking it's Dallas, we gonna coast, you know, they're not gonna win this game. And didn't expect that to happen. So I mean, let's see. Good luck, Stephanie White, and all that complaining. You need to get it together if you want to make it to the playoffs. Somebody also told me a fun fact, Prince. I think her record and Christy Side's record is pretty similar at this stage. But arguably less talent. Like Christy Sides
at this stage of the season. Yeah.
I think Christy Sides was 17
after the All-Star break, remember, Indiana Fever were like 7 games under 500, and then after they came back from that Olympic break, they went on like this little tear where they got back, and they was kind of teetering. They would go 1 game above 500, but it was kind of like just floating 500. So with more talent, with a better built roster, honestly, this team, Key, we got to remember the GM survey. The GM survey said they would start their team with Caitlinclark over ajawilson. The GM survey said Stephanie White gonna be coach of the year. The GM survey said they got the best point guard and the best shooting guard on their team. The GM survey said they had the best offseason move with Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, and DeWanna Bonner. The GM survey said they had the most surprising move with DeWanna Bonner. The GM survey said they're going to be in the championship. Not be in the championship. The GM survey had them tied for the highest percentage to win the championship. So something ain't adding up.
Some ain't adding up. And I'm why too, because for Christy Sides to have Caitlinclark as a rookie and still have the same, I don't know. We're gonna see where they left off, because to me, they should be arguably doing better, in my opinion. Now they are the 5th seed. I'm not acting like they fell out of the playoffs or anything, but like Zoe said, they only two games out of it, if anything. So it's just a little interesting to me that they're not performing better with the level of talent they had. Again, I'm fair, because Seattle should be performing better to me because of the talent they have, right? And so, you got Carl Smesko showing you up. I don't know. It's something to think about for the Indiana Fever.
Not just Carl Smesko. You got Natalie in Golden State. I mean, how many games they behind Fever right now? They're a game behind the Fever. They're a game behind the Fever. You're only a game and a half ahead of the Sparks for the 9th seed. I mean, they got a new coach. I mean, hey, Nate Tibbetts is a new coach with the Mercury. Atlanta got a new coach. Yeah. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean, even Washington Mystics aren't necessarily in there. It's just they're performing really well, though. I just would be looking at that. Like, I don't know. It's an excuse at this point, though, Stephanie White. You want to get it out.
See, Key, this is why you got to beat teams that you better than. Don't you know Washington can, if Washington wins 2 more games than the Fever, they get in the playoffs and not the Fever. Over their last games, Washington just got to win 2 more games than them, and they get in because they won't play with the Mystics. It is what it is. It is what it is. Look, and then they got the Sparks. The Sparks right now own the tiebreaker with them.
The Sparks own the tiebreaker with Indiana Fever?
Yes, and then they got them one more time. Yes, then they got them one more time.
Y'all,
you want to play with these teams? You want to play with these teams, and they come back to bite you.
The craziest thing could happen.
It is what it is.
Look, the craziest thing could happen. Because I think Washington Mystics, Golden State Valkyrie, and LA Sparks have a lot. They got what they have that I feel like Indiana Fever don't have, is just that they fighting, man. They're fighting for them spots. And it just seemed like the Indiana Fever rather complain. There's a difference. They fighting. So like you said, Prince, it is what it is. They They missed the playoffs though. I don't know, y'all.
Key. The Washington Mystics, the Sparks, and the Valkyrie got the tiebreaker over Indiana. I'm looking at it right now.
Interesting.
All three of them got the tiebreaker over Indiana because they won't come into the season playing around. It is what it is. You look, Key. They got the Fever are in a no-win situation, Key, because they can't even go 500 and get in the playoffs because they don't got none of the tiebreakers with the bottom 4 teams. The Fever gotta go 7-3 to make the playoffs over their next 10. They gotta go 7-3 to finish the season.
They have to
make the playoffs. Hey, YouTube not agreeing with Key. Look, y'all. I think. Look, man. I honestly, I think. Hey, now, want me to tell you what's gonna help? What's gonna help Seattle is, the Fever is now. Seattle is in that 8th spot. They got the tiebreaker over Seattle, but Seattle on their way out. Seattle on their way out too, because they ain't got no tiebreakers.
Okay.
So both of them gotta have they gotta win 80% of their games. Both of them to make the playoffs.
I was gonna say, so if Seattle doesn't make do, then Indiana Fever are in the playoffs most likely. If Seattle doesn't make do.
No, Key, because Seattle is the 8th seed.
The Sparks, the Mystics, and
the Valkyrie got the tiebreaker.
Them ain't no easy.
Seattle got the 8th seed. That 8th seed is gonna come down to, guess who? The Mystics, Fever. If everything goes like it's going, it's gonna end up coming down to the Mystics, Fever for that 7 and 8 seed. The Mystics, Fever, Seattle, and the Sparks. That 7 and 8 seed. But the Fever don't got a tiebreaker over Seattle.
Okay. All right.
And the Sparks got an easy schedule to finish the season. The Mystics got an easy schedule to finish the season.
Yeah. Okay. And the Sparks is clicking at the right time. Even Washington Mystics, they had that trade, but JC Sheldon ain't no slouch. Like, that's not a terrible pickup for them. You know what I'm saying? And Sydney's a great coach, working her in there, and Alicia Clark in there. They just won their game the other day. And then Valkyrie is the Valkyrie, man. They some dogs, and they got Natalie. Like, I would take, honestly, Prince, I would take 2 of those coaches over Stephanie. I don't know about Lynn Roberts. But Lynn Roberts and Trammell are clearly doing a thing. And them healthy is important now. So I don't know. Stephanie White better get out the press conference, and then you need them. Stop complaining, because you're gonna need them to help you out. Stop complaining down the stretch like this, for they listen to that and get mad. You know these refs is petty, Stephanie White. You better lock in. Stephanie White. I mean, it's not an easy feat. So we'll see.
Because honestly, I'm looking at the Sparks schedule. They got Dallas, Mystics, Dallas again. They could go 3-0 in that stretch. Then they got Mercury, Fever, Mystics again, Seattle, Dream back-to-back, Dallas, Mercury, Aces. I mean, they could go 500 in that stretch. I mean, Fever just did all of that showboating and all of that. They put themselves in a tight spot. They talk too much. They put themselves in a tight spot.
They do.
They won't come in thinking they can just walk over these teams because they told us them teams came into the season. See, those teams that they thought they can beat and them looked at that GM survey totally different. They looked at it. The Fever looked at that GM survey and said, "Oh, we got this." The Mystics, Sparks, and Valkyrie looked at that GM survey and say, "Oh, y'all think the Fever the best team?" See, that's what you can't do. But that's on Stephanie White, though, Key. You got to make sure your team understands what's ahead. Once that GM survey came out, I would have walked in the locker room, printed out one of those GM surveys, and threw it up in front of the team. You got to set the tone. You can't let that GM survey lead your season. And that's what the Fever did. That's literally what they did. As a head coach, Stephanie White, you've been an assistant coach on the Fever when they win the championship with Tamika Catchings them. You know you can't do that. You got to lead from a point of we're the hunted, not the hunt. We're being hunted out here. That GM survey put a target on their back. And all they doing is complaining. You didn't set your team up for what they needed to be expecting. She failed this team. Well, we're going to keep it 100.
I agree with you. I actually agree with you that she failed them. And I love everything you said, because that's what I'm saying by, God, it's like, I wish it was different, because I don't like continuing to say these things, because then it just goes into the narrative that people think that I'm a hater or whatever. But I'm only telling the truth. The team has a film over them, like you're saying. Like, it's just this complaining because she didn't set them up for success. You thought it was just gonna be a shoe-in, just like going into this game. I really feel like they probably thought, this Dallas
checked it
Wings.
off. They checked it off.
We're gonna beat the Dallas Wings, thinking it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, like you said, she should have. I love it. Should have went in there. I don't know what these GMs said, right? Like, y'all, that don't mean nothing, but they are pacifying this team. I'm sorry, they pacifying these players. They're trying too hard to appease to their talent versus winning. They are. I'm sorry. They are trying to appease their talent and it's gonna be okay and all of that versus winning. Okay. I'm gonna bring up what was said earlier. Natisha Hardeman talking about she got cussed out so bad by Cheryl Reeves, she went and dyed her hair pink. Because Cheryl Reeves wanna win. She don't give a damn about no surveys. She don't care about none of that stuff. I bet you none of them players is going to say that about Stephanie White. No, I'm not saying all coaches got to be the same, but they do. Success, I keep saying this, success has a blueprint. Success has a blueprint. Winning has a blueprint. It may look a little bit different in a different font, but it's the same thing. I bet you Becky be cussing people the hell out. They both got that stoic look. Success has a blueprint. Boston Celtics coach, that man weird as hell, stoic as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, success has a blueprint, man, and it's no bull crap. John don't put, that's his name, right? His first name is John, right? It's Mazzulla. I know that. The Celtics coach. Is it Mazzulla?
No, is it
I'm sorry, y'all. It's slipping my mind.
Hey, Key, the crazy thing is he was in college with me. He was at what you call him? Yeah, he was in college with me, Joe. Yeah, he was at what you call him?
Thank you. Thank you.
He was in college with me.
Yeah, that's the stuff that's tight. That's tight. But like,
he was on VCU. He was on VCU. We was in the same division. He was in college with me. Yeah, we was in the same division.
That's what's up. No, but I'm just, because he, people like, man, that man weird, but he just be very like, I'm just saying, y'all. I just brought him up to say, like, no matter the sport, it's just a Popovich. You know what I'm saying? Or even in football, the Patriots coach. Like, it's just success has a blueprint, and it does have a certain look to it. I'm not saying everybody is like that, but Stephanie got some things to learn. I think she did coddle her team way too much this season. And it's going to prove to backfire on them. If they do not make the playoffs, that's her head. I'm telling you, that's her head. The organization may give her another year, but those fans are ruthless. let's be clear. The Indiana Fever's fans are ruthless. If she doesn't at least take them to the playoffs after they got Christy Sides kicked out, it's not looking good.
That's the part, Key. They gave this. They had their Key. They was in Indiana making floats soon as the season started. They was up there making floats. They was fixing the roads. They was putting up pictures of where the parade route was gonna be. They had the governor's suit ironed. They had the trophy already with the Indiana Fever nameplate on it. They gotta do all that work. They gotta undo all that work that they did. They went to the mayor's office and got that and stole all the city money to put it into the roads and stuff. Get them people their money back. Get them people y'all would take all the people's Social Security money and put it into the roads to fix the roads for y'all parade. Y'all went and gave all them people money to the business owners in the community. Go get them people their money back. And Key, I want people to know that's actually how it works. People don't know this. A lot of people got money out there for taxes, property, unused funds from property and all of that. You know, when owners build stadiums and stuff, that's y'all money. Like, do your research. That the city takes that because they call it unused city funds, but that's actually like residents, like money that they never claimed. It's like unclaimed funds from residents, from like property tax, like stuff like that. Like, it got links on Google. You can go type in your name on Google in the city you in, and they'll let you know if you got unused funds. Like, they literally take those funds and give it to owners of GMs and stuff like that.
Man, listen.
Like that, like Chicago facility. That's where some of that money's coming from. Yeah. Unused community funds.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He just went in. I'm dead. He said, "Go get them people their money back." But I
get money back, man.
I love everything he said because I really do think it was like everybody like, "Oh, we coasting, we a shoe in, we're good." Man, you know what could happen. You know what I'm saying? Injuries, all of that. And look at y'all now, man. Y'all might not even make it to the playoffs. And Christy Sides at least got y'all there. And man, I don't know. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. But let's talk about some real champions. Now, let me stop being petty.
That's real champions. That's right. You right. You right. Key, that's the last two champions. You forget? You remember? That's the last two. Matter of fact, that's the last three. That's the last three champions.
Correct. So let's get into the rematch, the showdown. Las Vegas Aces versus the Liberty Showdown. Can the Aces get secure home court advantage with a win? This game is important, I believe, to both teams, obviously. On securing spots, like you said. To me, it's really important for the Aces. I'm gonna let you say what's important for you as that's your team. For the Aces, what's important to me is I need them to get a win in this game to show me something. When they played them earlier, they didn't have Nalissa Smith. Not saying Nalissa Smith is like, oh my God, but Kia Stokes was still starting. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of different
was
games.
It was the first game of the season.
Yeah, right. So I want to see what it looks like to go up against this level of competition with how the team is now. I want to see them pull out a win. I really do. They have to win this one. I want them to win this because I want these changes to really just cement them making a deep playoff run, going up against this level of talent. So that's kind of where I'm at with the Aces. But I want you to take over and just tell us what are you looking for in this matchup. Also, by the way, he will be doing the game tonight on iamzomedia. So make sure y'all are over there. He will be doing the Aces versus Liberty game. It starts at 7:30. So yeah. But what you got on it?
This game is so I don't want people to let this go over their head. And again, pull up to iamzomedia. We going live at well, if you're on the East Coast, 6:30. If you Central, 7:30. We going live because the game don't come until 8:30 my time. So we go live an hour before. We'll kind of play the last part of we'll play the last, huh?
It is 8:30. My bad. I thought it was 7:30. Wait,
yeah.
The game today?
Yeah. Well, I'm in Houston, so I'm Central.
Got it.
Come on 8:30 my time.
Okay, got it. Yes,
but and if you don't got League Pass or cable, I will be live streaming it on YouTube, but I'll have the actual video playing on playback. So pull up, get the playback link, all of that. But Key, this game is so important because the Aces got to show they can beat the top teams at this point of the season. Because see, in the beginning, like the first month of the season, beating the top teams don't matter as much because of the ebbs and flows of the season, injuries and all of that. As you can see, the Liberty are dealing with injuries. And other teams, the Mystics, everybody dealing with injuries. So at this point of the season, all of your championship contenders are getting ready for the playoffs. So you got to start making statements. This is a statement game for the Aces. You gotta take this game serious. Every Aces got to approach this game like a playoff game. Every turnover matters. Every missed shot matters. You gotta take this game serious. Like I'm gonna be Key. You know me. I don't do fanfare. I call it out. I call it like I see it. I don't care who get mad at me. If Asia don't come out to play, I'm gonna be disappointed. Cause she tweeted the other day she's been watching the schedule every day. So that lets me know she in go mode. So that tweet don't mean nothing to me without actions. That lets me know what you're thinking, but what you gonna do with that thought is the biggest part to me. You know me, Key, I'm big on actions. I don't care what you say. Show me. Asia, if you her, I need to see it on the court today, and it starts today because Key, again, I said this yesterday, and make sure y'all pull up for all of my race for the playoff series. I'm doing all 10 teams that are making the playoffs. I got one dropping tomorrow. I am doing the Minnesota Lynx tomorrow evening after me and Seth do breakdown Beyond the Arc. So make sure you pull up for me and Seth's breakdown Beyond the Arc. And then right at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be doing the Minnesota Lynx race for the playoff breakdown on their team. So pull up for that tomorrow on iamzomedia. But Key, all of the nuances, all of the bad play, all of the roster changes, the bad moves, the draft picks, the trading, this and that, the bringing the rookies in, they playing unplayable at times, trading all of them, like Kitley and all of them, moving off of them and stuff like that. Key, don't you know if the Aces win tonight, they 2 games out of second? 2 games. Yeah. 2 games out of second. All of the hate people was doing on the internet, talking about the Aces was washed. The Aces, their era was over with. Blow it up. Key, that lets you know how talented the Aces actually are when they actually are clicking on all cylinders.
Right.
Aces have been playing just as bad as Dallas and Chicago this season. Then they had blowouts against the Valkyries. Like Valkyries damn near beat them by 50. They didn't have bad coaching. They roster isn't built right. We keep talking about get Becky out of the front office because she got Key 2 games out of second. We 2 games out of second.
Yeah.
2 games.
It's a big
out
deal.
of second. When all that's going on. Key, this game is important. I'm locked in. My heart racing right now. Because Key, this is like a Super Bowl. If the Aces lose, I ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight, man. If the Aces lose, I ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight, man. If the Aces lose, I ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight, man. That's how important this game is, man. Look, Key, this is why I love sports, man. This is why I love sports. You never know. Key, who would have thought on August 13th a game would be this big?
Look,
August 13th game got playoff implications.
I mean, look, that's why I love the W specifically too, because that's what the W be giving up. Look, I had the Aces in the top 3. So for me, I knew they was never going to be out of the playoffs, and I didn't know where they were going to land, right? Number 2, I ain't going to lie to you. I had them top 3 before the season started. Then once the season started, I'm like, I don't know if they're going to be top 3. I know they'll be in the playoffs, but I don't know if they'll be in top 3. So if they end up at top 2, that really would it would be like, yo, what the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's wild, but it's not like so many, like you just said, so many things happen over the season, not just for the Aces, but for other teams. It's injuries, it's things like that knock teams off that possibly thought could have been better, etc. And then the pieces are clicking at the right time. I think Nikki Vargas said that. She was like, I mean, you know, All-Star break, I think she was commenting on it. Like when the pieces start to click, like the Aces is gonna be looking good. Just wait and see. And so that's what's going on. I feel like this is a playoff game. Like you said, I feel like this is a very important game to show where the Aces really are at, not only on the court but mentally. Where is my team at mentally? You know what I'm saying? Are y'all really ready to take it there and win a championship? Every player. But like you said, you know, this is Ajawilson's team. So, but I have no worry about Asia showing up. I'm never worried about Asia showing up. But it's how she's going to get the rest of her team involved and to show up like champions as well, right? Like to play at a high level of basketball, even if they may have not had that, you know, in their WNBA career, possibly. Maybe in college, but not in their WNBA career. So I'm looking forward to see how she rallies the troop. What we're gonna get out of Jackie Young. What we're gonna see from Chelsea Gray, right? I need to see Chelsea Gray lock in too. So but tell me what you feel about this matchup. No Stewie, Bone Bruise, no Kennedy Burke, no Naira Sabli. I mean, bench players nonetheless. But
again, Key, that's why I say Asia gotta do Asia things, because they front court is depleted. And Jaquel can't guard no Asia, especially on the perimeter. Like, that's why I say Asia got to do Asia things today. I hope they don't have Tolbert trying to guard her. Like, if Asia ever see Tolbert in front of her, she better go right through her and dunk on her head. Like, Jackie Young too. Jackie Young, I need you to put Sabrina on her heels. Literally, make Sabrina play defense.
You know what I want to see, Zoe? I want to see Aces versus everybody's hype in this game.
Yeah, I want to see that for the rest of the season.
A chip on my yeah, no, for sure for the rest of it. But this game needs to be the first game that they set that tone. Like they come in, like you just said, go through her chest. Like I need to see that. I need to see that. I don't know. Aces may not be that type of team, but I need to see. I'm talking about straight.
Asia that type of player. Asia is that type of player.
I need to see.
Asia is the type of player that'll if she see a weakness, she gonna put you to bed. That's how Asia plays.
I can't wait.
Sometimes she can play with her food, but majority of the times, if she sees a weakness, she'll put you to bed.
I'm telling you,
like against Connecticut, she played with her food in the first half, and in the second half, she said enough of this. Like you know, like she made Tita Charles look like she should retire. Like, but Key, this is the good thing. That's why I say moving forward for the rest of the season. Key, the 3 teams in front of the Aces. Guess what? They got the Mercury 2 more times. Guess what? They got Atlanta 2 more times. And then they got the Liberty tonight.
Hold on. So they got the Liberty tonight. Say it again.
So this is the Aces schedule. This is the Aces schedule. Mm-hmm. So they got the Liberty tonight. They got the Mercury on Friday. They got Dallas Sunday. They got Atlanta Tuesday. They got Mercury Thursday. They got Mystics that next Saturday, Chicago, Atlanta, the Lynx, Chicago 2 more times, and then they finish out the season with the Sparks. So
where you got them finishing?
I got them in the 2 seed.
You got them finishing number 2.
I got them finishing number 2 because guess what? That's the Lynx last game. The Lynx ain't playing their starters. That's the Lynx last. That's not the Aces last game, but that's the Lynx last game. So they got the Lynx one more time, but it's the Lynx last game of the season. And then they got Chicago 3 times. They got Mercury twice, Atlanta twice, Dallas, and the Sparks.
Okay.
Key. All we gotta do is key. All we gotta do is handle business against Chicago, which is easy, right?
Yeah.
We got them 3. So that's 3 wins right there. We got Liberty tonight. We handle business. That's 4. We got Lynx at the end of the season. Lynx gonna probably rest their starters. That's 5. We got the Mystics. They probably pack it in by then. We'll see where they at. They lost their only player that can challenge our backcourt, honestly. And as far as like scoring wise, that's probably a dub. We'll see where the Sparks is at, because we got the Sparks the last game. Our last game is the Sparks last game, so we'll see where we are and the Sparks are for that. If we locked up, it depends on how Becky feels. So it depends. Again,
y'all last game is against the Sparks.
Yes.
So you wonder if she's gonna rest y'all starters.
It depends on where we are in the standings. If Becky feels like we got the 2 or the 3 or the 4 seed locked up, we're gonna finish with a top 4 seed. But I'm
thinking top 4. I'm thinking top 4. I'm thinking 4. That's what I'm thinking. 3 or 4.
We gonna finish with a top 4 seed, but I want us to get the number 2 seed so we got home court advantage.
Right.
I don't, because Key, if I'm Becky, I'm fighting for home court advantage. You know why? Yeah. Because I know our bench gonna be erratic. I know our bench ain't gonna show up every game.
Yeah.
So I need home court advantage to kind of balance out our bench. Because you know your role players play good at home. Yeah. So and then the first round, you're at home 2 games. So first round, you're at home 2 games. Second round, you're at home 3 games.
And then if they finish the 2, it's possible, right? It's going to be like Golden State, Mystics, Valkyrie, or Indianafever. Like if they finish.
Yeah, it's going to be one of them teams. It's going to probably be. It's going to probably be one of it. Yeah. Because the 2 play the 7.
Right. So that will be one of them teams. So they're like 4 teams. It's a toss up. If Seattle get their mind right, Mystics, Valkyrie, and then Indianafever. Oh, and then you got the Sparks. It's 5 teams. That's like, man, this is about to be interesting, man.
This about to be key. This is what we here for, man.
So y'all know how I get down. I'm messy. So Zoe, do you got the Aces winning the championship this year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen.
Key, and want me to tell you why? You said it earlier. You said it earlier, Key.
Okay.
They're clicking at the right time. They didn't. Okay. I think the Liberty, yes, they're dealing with injuries, but even before Stewie got hurt, they were kind of reeling a little bit. They was playing 500 basketball. They started see what helped the Liberty is they started off the season so strong.
Yeah.
But over the last 2 months, they've been playing 500 basketball.
Yeah.
So my thing is, did the Liberty peak early?
It's a good question.
You got to remember, Key, that's not last year's starting 5. Will they have the chemistry?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a really good question, honestly, when it comes to the Liberty. I mean, we talked about the Aces. When it comes to the Liberty, that's a good question. I mean, with the injuries and everything, it's like I don't know where the cookies crumble for them, like you said, and they're not playing their best basketball in the latter part of the season before going into the playoffs. So it's definitely interesting to see how the Liberty will perform without that Nigel Laney Hamilton and Caleb Thornton, and just how Sandy Brondello is going to wing that. To be honest. So we'll see, but I mean, it's definitely possible. It's possible for the Aces to get up there now. It's possible. It's possible for the Liberty to drop a couple more games as well. It's one of them seasons. It's one of them seasons. I'm telling you, we don't know what's about to happen.
The Atlanta and Mercury don't got an easy schedule to finish the season because they play each other, and both of them play the Liberty again. And both of them play the Lynx twice. So Key, I'm not just thinking Ace is gonna go on a run. I'm thinking Phoenix, Liberty, and Atlanta gonna be splitting some of them games, which is gonna help us.
Yeah. The things are falling. Like not only is the team clicking at the same time, but other teams ain't clicking.
Other schedules are falling into our favor.
It's like it's just falling in line for the Aces to end the season off on a stronger note than they started it. It's just the reality of what's happening. You know, you can say what you want, but it's working. It's working. It's working for them, and we'll see. And Asia Wilson definitely is. I mean,
now Key, hold on, Key. Speaking of Asia, Key, I gotta put you on the spot. Hey, chat. I'm gonna give y'all 5 seconds to record this, screenshot this. Key, let me ask you, Key, and be honest. You can think about. Some people probably screen recording this right now, so think about this before you answer it. If the Aces get the number 2 seed, is Asia MVP?
Yo, I don't know. Like, no, that's a good question. Y'all can screen record me because if she gets the number 2 seed and how she's doing statistically, I mean, it's just not that. It's the eye test. Is like, I don't know. Right?
And she's healthy. The other MVP is injured, and she's healthy. You got to add that might go into some voter starts as well.
Let me look at something real quick. I mean, I'm with you. Like I never. Yeah, I mean, if she's they're my top 3, right? It's AT, Fee, and Asia, and so let me see.
Because Key. People watch this, Key. People gonna contradict themselves. They gonna say Fee been consistent all year. No, she hasn't. Fee about to miss at least 14 games. So she hasn't been consistent. When people think about Fee versus Asia for the MVP, they want to wipe out the game she missed. That's part of the process, Key. The best ability is availability, Key. That's part of the process.
Yeah.
Her missed games is part of the process. And the only reason I got AT as my MVP right now is because where she got the Phoenix Mercury at. But if the Aces overtake them, she falls down. See, Mercury record is keeping AT in the conversation. Of course, she's playing well, but I'm just talking about like semantics. How the Mercury record is the reason we got AT up there. Well, so if Aces overtake them, and they got the Mercury twice, Key, that can be a championship.
That's another. It's playoff. These is playoff. Certain teams Atlanta's a playoff game to me. New York's a playoff game to me. Phoenix is a playoff game to me. For the Aces, like that's a playoff. Certain matchups is playoff games. New York versus Atlanta, that's a playoff game because these teams are up there. They're very much in the playoffs, and they're great teams. Like just besides being in the playoffs. So any of these matchups, it's a play. You right. They got them twice. It's they got to be out for blood. Asia Wilson is at 22.2 in points. Number 1 in blocks at 2.1. Fee is just above her with only like points. I think 1.3 points, right? But like you said, she's not currently available or playing. Asia Wilson starts playing out of her mind. gets them to the 2 seed, plus, you know, being up there in other, you know, categories as well. Like, I don't know how you don't give her MVP again, right? Rebounds, number 2 in rebounds. I don't know, Prince. Look, that's a great question. Y'all screen recorded me. You got what I said. I'm not scared of answering that. She get them to number 2.
Key, want me to tell you what's going? Key, want me to tell you what's gonna help Asia? The person the only person above her in scoring, where she at right now?
She's out. That's what I'm saying. She's
okay.
out.
Next question. The only person above her in rebounds right now, where she at right now?
Out. My girl.
That's gonna help Asia, Key. The people that above her aren't even playing.
Yeah, not her. But still, I mean, being number 2 to Angelreese is being number 1 to me. Not even being funny because Angelreese is just in rebound. So I'm like, you
think about what Asia does on the defensive end, her scoring, for her to be number 2 in rebounds.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, to me, it's a battle between. To me, it becomes a battle between. I have AT1 right now. I don't have Fee1.
I got AT1 too.
I got AT1, Fee2, and then Asia. But I'm like, if Asia gets all these things, it's a battle between her and AT, where she's gonna end up edging out. Because AT is I think AT is 3 in rebounds with 8.7, number 1 in assists with 9 assists, right? She don't have the points. That's not her game. I think she's at like 16 points per game right now. She's almost averaging a triple-double. But then you got Ajawilson, 9.6 rebounds, and then she's going to get the points. They balance each other out, like, you know, better in some places than the other. AT has the assist, you know, Ajawilson doesn't. But, I mean, they're integral to their teams. Like, it's a battle between them two at some point until Fee, you know, like, Fee got to come back. Like, Fee has to come back. You know what I'm saying? So, look, that was a great question.
That's why I say, Key, if the Aces continue to rise, it's gonna come down to AT and Asia. And guess what? They play 4 times this season. They split the first 2. Mercury won, then the Aces won. They got 2 more times to play. So if Fee don't come back soon and the Aces continue to rise, those last 2 games against them is going to be the deciding factor for voters.
Which is going to be, and this is not, because I don't want y'all to take it. I'm sorry. I don't see them giving AT. I hate that, but I don't see them giving AT MVP. So to me, if Asia gets better, they give it to Asia. That's my opinion. In my head, it's a battle because I see AT. But I think AT will get nods and Asia will actually win it. But I mean, we'll see. Even if Fee comes back, though, for me, if Fee comes back, but Asia still does Asia things and they get to a certain place as a team, it's still Asia as the MVP for me. Even if Fee comes back. You know what I'm saying? Like, What more, you know, you're not up there in rebounds. You're not up there in blocks. But see, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. It's given Fee is going to be MVP and Asia's going to be Defensive Player of the Year. It's given.
That's kind of where I've been all season, though. Like, if Asia don't win MVP, I really won't be mad. The only thing I'm going to be mad with is some people takes, probably. But just as far as the perception, I won't be mad because for all intents and purposes, it was always Fees to lose. It was really always Fees to lose because they basically had handed it to her beginning of the season. Of course, the Lynx are playing well. She's playing well, even though she's out right now. But she got to come back because she's only played 24 games.
Yeah.
She's playing less games than Paige.
Yeah. Yeah, she got to come back. Man, I don't know.
Key, I've been saying this all season. Fee does not play well against the good teams. Go look at Fee's statistics against the top 4 teams.
Well, what's
Go
the last
look at her
Minnesota
statistics.
What's the last Minnesota game?
Fee's only averaging 16 points against the top 4 teams. I talked about it yesterday. She's averaging 16 points and 6.7 rebounds.
Yeah.
Against the 4 teams right below them.
Yeah.
She's putting up those big numbers against Dallas and Chicago and Connecticut.
Big yikes. Big yikes. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see, y'all. This MVP battle. It's a good one. I like it though. I like that it's 3 of them up there that I really feel like could win it. To be honest with you, because if Las Vegas falters and Fee don't come back soon, I feel like they should give and Phoenix stays top 4. I think that AT should get it. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting how this plays out. We're gonna see though. As soon as Aces hit the 2 seed, I need y'all to flood iamzomedia's page, man. I need y'all to flood iamzomedia. I'm talking about the moment they win the game that gets them in the 2 seed. I need y'all to flood iamzomedia's page. I need y'all, because when Indianafever lost last night, literally the first person I thought about was you. I was like, oh, well, they lost. I was like, well, Ace is up. I'm like, here we go. Like,
I was watching it too, Key.
I was like, well, shit. You know what I'm saying? So
we'll take it. We'll take it.
I was like, well, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. So.
Hey, Key, it's always good when you're able to just, as a team, rest and see you go up the rankings. That's always good.
All right, now I hope they got enough rest and they ready.
We gotta bring it. Hey, we gotta bring it tonight, though, man. Tonight is the night, man. We gotta bring it tonight.
Like, so
we gotta bring it.
Y'all tonight. Already know 9:30 Eastern time, 8:30 Central time. Pull up to iamzomedia, as well as the playback is in his description, where you can watch the game on playback, and then he'll be doing the play-by-play on his YouTube. iamzomedia, y'all. If y'all want to get the play, I don't know why you would do anything else in the world, but go listen to him talk about the Aces versus New York.
Key, it's Wednesday. Ain't nothing going on. This is the perfect night for that kind of game.
Yes. Literally. It's going to be great. It's going to be great commentary. I will be locked in. I'm watching all the games tonight per usual, but that game locked in. That will be on my TV, and then the 10 o'clock game will be on my laptop. But that one has to be on the TV. I gotta see that on the big screen. But hey, man, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Go over to iamzomedia and subscribe. WBB Universe is my page. WBB Universe, all one word. Subscribe over here and excuse the takeover, all one word, and subscribe, y'all. Look, he got to go prepare for his stream tonight. I got to go walk my dog and prepare for these games and that game in particular. Aces versus Liberty tonight. You heard it here first. It's a playoff game. Lock in. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. You got any last words, Prince?
No last words again. Subscribe to WBB Universe. All one word. Excuse the takeover. All one word on YouTube. Go over there to that channel and subscribe. Our goal is to get us to an amount to where we can start exclusively streaming from there. Let's get those metrics up. Again, if you ain't subscribed to iamzomedia, again, all one word. I am Zo. No E on the end. I don't know why people put E on my name. That's Zoe. Learn how to spell, y'all. Media. Subscribe if you haven't. Again, like the video on all the pages. I'm not in the algorithm right now. I've been fighting against it. I mean, yesterday I did a stream and had 30 people in there. I ain't had 30 people in the stream since like my first week on YouTube. But that's on me though. I be in and out of YouTube. I don't really be caring though. I'm good with that. But go ahead on and subscribe over there if you haven't. Like the video on both pages. It helps us in the algorithm. Appreciate all y'all for pulling up though in the super chats. Y'all pulling up keeps our show going.
For sure. Thank y'all for pulling up for sure and supporting. I love chats. subscribing, the likes, all of that stuff. We appreciate y'all continuing to grow Excuse the Takeover. And then I completely forgot where all the stars align. Stars Hoop Central. Make sure y'all head over there. Stars Hoop Central. Make sure y'all head over there. We had a great show on Monday, so y'all go check that out on your way to work or while you're working. I know we get y'all through y'all day sometimes while y'all working, so go ahead and check that out, man. But we're gonna catch y'all on the next Excuse the Takeover episode next week. We're gonna see y'all then. Hit the like button on the way out, and we'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. We out of here.
Excuse the takeover, taking charge. Women's game front and center, living large. Hit that subscribe, stay tuned to the ride. We bringing the heat, never gonna hide.
Analyzing chat, every stat, interact, breaking barriers. No cap, that's a fact. Leave a comment below, watch the growth unfold. Together we gon' make this story be told.